It won't be this weekend. It'll be next weekend, and I'm gonna have a new section through here. Start from this yellow line, going all the way down that yellow line. I'm gonna put the cattle fencing through here. And I'm taking this old fence down, which is right here, and I'm gonna cut it up in little section pieces and re-strengthen this right here that has been, as you can see, dismantled and cut. I got to tension that back up. Of course, I got a fencing down across here. Tighten this piece back up. I might just use a cattle panel here too. I'm not sure yet. Cattle panel will be better, and then I could use this fencing here to put on in front of it to enforce it. And over here, as you can see, my youngest son decided to cut the fencing off the post, which I'm going to have to get another cattle panel and run from that post down there to the post right here. So, and then I'll probably have to use what's laying down there as a turn it like upside. Well, I can't do that because Nimrod cut it right here. So this piece is useless. I'll have to cut a piece off of that one, stretch it across that after I put in the cattle panel on that one. Now, the boxes they're standing on top of right now, I'm going to break those loose and bring those through the gate there once the pieces up here are finished, so I can put them across here, so that way when that one gives birth and that one gives birth and the one over there on the other side gives birth, they'll have some place so they can have them, you know, kind of out of the weather. And because this one here is where my one Sadie had her one kid. Of course, it was sitting right here. You can see where the pallet was sitting. And I put a piece of metal on top of that, then put that on top of the pallet, lined it full of straw. So I guess I'll do the same with those two when I get them over here. I might leave them on the ground like that, and pallet full of straw and cedar chips, because she's going to have hers soon. Don't know exactly when, but the way she looks, the big as her sack is, she's going to have more than one cad. So this one here, yeah, that's a dangerous thing to do. Is they reach out and grab your finger, it's over with. She's gotten more used to me to where I can somewhat pet her. I went and got them a mineral block this afternoon. They're going to town on it. I got one a while back, and they ate most of it. So I figured I'd get another one and put it up, because as you can see, they're they've already chewed up two corner sides, well, two corners, and working on the bottom piece. Of course, that's good though, because that gets the potassium and other stuff that way. Her coat, it's funny, her coat here was all curly. When I first got her, she was like a straight hair. Now it looks like she got curly hair. And her fobs by her neck, which is right there, they were a lot bigger, now they're a lot shorter, which is kind of odd, but I guess that's how it is. I'm gonna, once I get the fencing over here fixed, I'm gonna close them in over here, and I'm letting my grass grow all across there. I started to mow part of that. I said, you know what, I'm just gonna go ahead and let the grass grow tall. I'm not gonna mow it. I'm just gonna mow where I have to, where I'm not gonna, because from that piece there to the piece right there my finger's pointing at, is I'm gonna disassemble these and bring in more of a grazing area. But that's why I'm letting that grass grow tall. I'm not gonna cut it, I'm just gonna let it grow tall. So So probably sometime September, October, when the grass is still green and kind of tall, they can have plenty to fatten up on. See, her milk sac is not too big, it's getting kind of there. Hers is huge, hers is small, hers is small. So that's why I know sometime soon she's going to drop. I just hope I have the fencing up in the time, that way it gives her some place to go. Because, walk with the camera pointing down. Root ass right there has torn up the fencing on the other side, so I had to take some fence posts I had and drive them between the fence and drive them in the ground, because he keeps taking his horns and ripping the fence up trying to get to the green stuff on the other side. So that's why I just said hell with it, and I put him on like a lead line type chain thing, connected him to the tree, and he's been eating up all of this here. I mean, this was so full. This here looked like that on the other side of the fence, and this here, right through here, looked like that on the other side of the fence. And this has been about 3 days worth of chewing. So this is where he's at. It looks like he's done wrapped himself around the tree a couple more times. Oh well, I guess you'll learn after about 7 times of doing that, hun. Wrapped up on his other leg now. But I got him a big old bowl of water sitting there, which he's barely drank anything out of it. I might take him back over there and put him back in the pen with the others, but I don't know yet. He's this is kind of like his time out for goating. Of course, you can see some of the weeds here. I'm gonna stand next to some of these. These here are up. Well, you can't really tell, but I can. Well, here, I'll do it this way then. Bring this one up. That one goes almost to my waistline. And this whole area through here was just covered in weeds like this. Now he's gone through, and of course this was a bunch of wire I need to get out. Actually, I need to cut this tree piece here up, bust up some of these pieces there so I can get this wire taken out, so I can get all mashed up and smushed up and haul it in for scrap metal. This was like, this area here was my old chicken coop. And chicken house sat right here, and it was roughly, here's one of the inside posts, so it basically ran from about right here all the way down to about right here, and it was tall enough to where I could walk into it, stand up, and there she'd be. But I kept having issues with them and everything else, and after my shed down there was emptied out, I threw a bunch of crap away. I got the dog kennel cage and basically connected it to the shed, and here it is. Of course, now it looks like another junk hole because I'm in the process of cleaning the shed out, because I'm going to try to put some racks and build some racks to put inside the shed, so that way I can use it for drying roots out. And here's all the twigs and branches and everything we cleaned out from the back area of the goat pen. I'm just going to pile this up more so this way, make a little bonfire and just let her go one evening. But yeah, that's my dog kennel cage. I cut the hole out the back of it to connected it to the shed. That used to be an old rabbit cage. And I kind of cut the wires out, and when I had the old chicken coop over there, I had that connected to the side of it to where I could throw in feed easier. And then all these panels here, these are leftover panels from building my shed out of a privacy fence. And of course this whole area here is all crap and grown up. We got to clean all this crap out here soon. Well, sometime this fall I'm going to clean it out. And I don't know, I'm looking at putting a smoker in right in here. That's where I want to put one. And well, actually, if I don't put one right there, It's going to be more so about right here, and then right over there, after you get that mess over there cleaned out and moved and crap raked out and everything, I'll probably stick an outhouse right there. And people ask me all the time what I want an outhouse for. Well, when I have cookouts and stuff like that, and my in-laws come over with all the kids, if I have an outhouse sitting right there, they can go in there and do their business without going inside the house and rooting through shit and grabbing things and being nosy. There's my pro board. I got to stick inside the shed whenever I get it mostly cleaned out. I got a bunch of stuff to do around here. It's a mess. My yard's a mess. I made it a mess, so I can, I'm got nobody to blame but myself. Here's all these weeds and vines growing up across the sidewalk here. I think I left my water on. Yep. Turn that water off. Water ain't cheap. I saw my spigot over here leaking water. Well, my spigot, my hose coupler. There's my AC redneck, or redneck AC I should say. And I gotta straighten these peppers up. These things are low with peppers. I need to pick them here shortly. These anyway, so that way they can produce more. I got some Tabasco peppers that are coming up. The cilantro I bought, planted, it did great. It shot up real high, and that's about all it's done. That's cantaloupe, and it's doing really well. There's Timatalas in the center. That little container over there is pumpkins, which I think they got a little dry, so that's why they turned that color. And then I got sorghum cane behind the pepper plant, and I got some more cane there. And there's my, let me walk this way, it'll be a little easier on both of us. There's my Roma tomatoes. There's some basil and some other herb stuff I got. There's some more cilantro. There's one of my lemonade blueberry plants. There's some other one I didn't get put in the ground yet. Here's my cherry tomato plant, which is going crazy. There's some more basil. These are some bell peppers. Now, on the package when I got them, here, I got them right here. You zoom in a little bit. That's what they're called. Cajun bell, spicy bell pepper. So that's why I bought them for, because I've never seen a spicy bell pepper. And there's a friend of mine that does a lot of cooking. He's never heard of it either. So, and as you can see, there's a bunch of little small bell peppers on there growing. So even if they don't get very big, that's fine. If they get big, that's even better. And here's another tomato plant I have there. I think that might be a Roma. I can't remember. The tag's right there on the ground, but I'm too lazy to walk on the other side. And I got some more basil in between the tomato plants. And then here's all my other tomato plants. And it's like the second week of July going on, and I still don't have a red tomato yet. It's really crazy. The growing seasons around here is all screwed up. And then that there is my beets, which aren't doing very well. And then I can't remember what that is. And then I got some more cantaloupe vines down there. If they do anything, that's fine, so be it. And here's my cucumbers. They're doing exactly kind of like what I wanted them to do. I wanted them to go a little higher up, but beggars can't be choosers. But yeah, this is my little small garden space, which it's kind of stumped, and I'll show you why. See the branches? Well, these branches are hanging over this. So therefore, since it's hanging over this, it's shaded, and they're kind of stumped. They're not getting the full sun they should. Now, these trees right here next year, I'm going to take this cluster here, I'm taking these out for sure. This one here, I got the dog tied to and my hammock tied to. I'm taking this down so far. And the trees on the other end over there, I'm taking those out too. which this here will open up and light up this whole area of my yard, which is what I want. And then I'm gonna walk over this way. What's up, Wokey? Yeah, huh? The tree right there, it's dead. Somebody told me they'd charge me $3.50 to cut it down in sections, which I was hoping to do it this year, but limited money, resources, and everything else. It's going to be backburnered, and once it's taken down, my clothesline that you see, let me zoom in. There's my clothesline. Well, hold on, I'm zoomed in too far. There's my clothesline, follow it across. There it is, right there in the tree. Right there. Of course, it's sucked in the tree, and what I'm just going to do is I'm going to have it cut just above that line, about a foot or two. I'm going to leave the stump, put some tar on top of it, shave off all the sides, keep it from my clothesline going across. Now, my water meter, zoom out, it's right there. Next year, I'm going to fill in across here with some dirt, kind of smooth this out some, and I'm going to put some tape, paper down, like a grow paper, and I try to get this filled in kind of smoothed. I'm going to put some bed gardening stuff on this side above ground. Since this right here is full sun, it gets full sun, and it'll be perfect, because next year, right here where my zoomed in some, I'll zoom out a little bit, this space right in here, all this is going to be gone. I'm going to put a carport right here, and then I'm going to use that carport for whenever we have cookouts and gatherings. We can put tables inside here and everything else and do it that way. But I still got to get my porch put on, a side piece, build onto the front of it. That pole's being taken down in the next month and a half, 2 months. It's going to be either given away or sold for a huge discount price. But yeah, that's one of my prospects. And then here's my mess right here still. I gotta clean all this crap up. The joys of being a redneck hillbilly. And as you see, I got salt and glue and other chemicals there. Here's my redneck cookout table, my camouflage tablecloth. Yeah, it's a mess through here. I mean, it is. It's a mess. It's a big mess. But there's still about 3 to 4 weeks before the kids go back to school, and they're going to help me. Of course, back there's my metal pile. That's what I turn in once a year and use that money for miscellaneous stuff around the house. A little bit of Christmas if it makes me enough. But yeah, I just guess I'm going to get off here so I can go untangle this doofus again, since he's tangled up again. Y'all have a great fun-filled Thursday, and Friday or Saturday I'll make another one and I'll share my misadventures with you. See ya.